Hi everyone, it's Richard at Altfinds. Today we're seeing a decent bounce back from some support levels, and after a terrible couple of weeks of downside. And so what is one to do? Is this it? Is this the bottom? You might be asking yourself, should I be buying here now? It's all up from here. I'm inclined to say no, that this could very well be a bear market trap. Even in the down market, there's going to be upswings in momentum that will get rejected at certain resistance levels and then resume their downtrend. In general, we should follow the trend. Don't trade against the trend, trade with the trend. Trend is your friend. And right now, most of the altcoins market is in a downtrend across both short, medium, and long term. So to be buying an upswing is risky, dangerous, could be the bottom, tends not to be, and frankly, fishing for the bottom is risky. Most of the traders will stick with an established trend. When it's uptrend, you buy the dips. When it's a downtrend, you sell the bounces. But if you absolutely are itching to buy something, then let's take a look at a few coins that still have maintained their uptrend and may have an inflection in momentum, specifically the MACD indicator, where we might still see some decent gains, and we would be trading with the trend, which is the uptrend, the primary trend for that specific coin. So I'm here on the screener. Let's quickly find, actually, in fact, let's start with a signal summary where we can already find some predefined filters. So let's go to the section with coins in an uptrend. Okay, strong uptrend. All right, well, these would be in a strong uptrend, but I'm satisfied with just an uptrend because we have 5 different ratings of a trend. So I'm going to go back to the screener and find coins that are in an uptrend or strong uptrend. So start with the indicators here, long-term indicator. So we have 5 ratings, right? Strong down, down, neutral, up, and strong up. If I select the up and add it, that will include all the coins that are in an uptrend or strong uptrend. Looking just for the strong uptrend, I think would be constraining our results too much at this point. Very few coins are really in a strong uptrend, but there will be some that are still in a solid uptrend. And I'm going to do that for the medium term as well. So now we've got about 86 coins that are both in an uptrend on the long term and medium basis. I'm going to add short term just for shits and giggles, just to see what happens. 60, all right, but I'm going to remove it because when you have those up and down swings and momentum, the short term trend can be quite volatile. And even if it's a downtrend on the short term basis, but it's an uptrend on the medium long term basis, I would put more weight on the medium and the long-term basis. So I'm happy with the long and medium term, but I'm also going to add MACD crossover. Now, this may surprise you, but I'm actually going to be looking for coins that have a bearish MACD signal line crossover. Okay, so MACD line is below the MACD signal line. Add that filter. Okay, now that reduces the number of coins from 86 to 45. And the last thing I'll add is actually some volume definition. I don't want too many of those tiny shit coins in there. So let's do a daily volume of about $100,000. So that reduces to 9. Wow, okay. Maybe I can relax some of these criteria and get a few more to choose from. But let's go with this. I'm going to save this filter with a name of uptrend and MACD bearish. All right, sweet. Now if I need to go back to it, I can go to the save filters, find that filter and apply it, and let's see the results. All right, So as you can see up here on top, you have the criteria. You can double check that that is correct. And we got a few interesting ones here. Hex, AMP, T-Fuel, Cream Finance is a well-known DeFi name, Molecular Future, all right, and Sun. So let's take a look at the charts, and I'll explain why I wanted a MACD bearish crossover. While I'm here on the charts, I am going to add the candlestick charts and remove the price line. That's just my preference. I also have a 50-day moving average and a 200-day simple moving averages here. And now let's look at the MACD bearish crossovers. As you can see, all of them are indicating sell, 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 right? You might be asking yourself, well, what the hell? Why are we looking at those that have sell flags on MACD indicator? Well, because I'm looking for those who have a bullish inflection in the MACD histogram, and that is typically a signal that's an earlier signal than the actual MACD signal line crossover. This is a crossover right here. This is a crossover where we have buy and sell flags. But you can get ahead of that signal crossover with just looking at the histogram bars. And as we can see on the hex, the last two bars are improving or show signs of improvements, or the trend is improving. They're actually rising again, and that is an indication that the momentum has hit an inflection, a bullish inflection. So not only is hex in an uptrend on the long and medium term basis, but there is an inflection in the MACD histogram bars or momentum, and this has all the signs of the price potentially returning back to this threshold critical level of 10 cents. So this, I think, would be a good candidate to buy. If you absolutely have to buy something, then this might be one of them. Here's another one, AMP. Similarly, the histogram bars are improving. Looks like we reached. We can look at a longer time frame, longer time horizon here. If I click on it, and I once again add candlestick bars and maybe look at the 6 months. Let's see, where are we now in terms of the price? I'd say 5 cents or so is your support level. And the next resistance level is about 7.5 cents. Okay, so we are near that 5 cent support level right here. Okay, we're still slightly above that. We're just right now touching the 50-day moving average. Looks like the price wants to respect that support level as well. And so I think this will be also a good trade, because again, we are trading with the trend. The long-term and the medium trends are up, and we're seeing a potential inflection in the momentum. So that will be a good trade up to about 7.5 cents as a take profit level. T-Fuel, another outstanding coin that has really outperformed the market. As you can see, if I even extend it to 1 year time horizon, that's unnecessary, I guess. But you can see this coin is still a solid uptrend on the medium long-term basis. Short-term, it's neutral, but it's okay. That's the pullback that we're seeing here. But again, histogram. Let's look at 4 cents is a decent support level right here. As you can see, that was previously a resistance zone, and now it's turned into a support zone. That's a concept known as polarity. Resistance levels, once they are breached, broken through, become support levels. And so 4 cents or 40 cents is a decent support level. This is where we are approximately. We bounced off of that level, in fact, in the last few sessions. And there's a decent chance that we may revisit about 50 cents, so that would be about 25% upside. And I say that because there is looking at the histogram bars, an inflection in the momentum as well. We can go to some, we don't have enough data here. Cream Finance, that one, as you can see, has already bounced back a lot more. In fact, the inflection had happened, about a week ago almost, so we're a bit late there. And then Molecular Future could be an interesting one here. It's just inflecting in terms of the MACD histogram. We can go to the next page here. We've got a few more choices. Proof of liquidity, another one that's inflected in terms of the histogram and is in the uptrend. Again, the emphasis, it's one thing that I've learned, is never go against the trend. So even if you have an upswing in momentum, but you have overall a downtrend, that's risky. It's really playing with fire. But here, these names, as we define them, and I encourage you to do the same, are coins that are in an uptrend and have potentially are at an inflection point in their momentum. So there could be a nice swing uptrend. In fact, a good solid trend trade, not just a swing trade. But if I look at some of the others that have had MACD bullish signal crossovers, they will not all be buys. Okay, so I just want to show you that the signal line, so if I go to signal summary and I look at the MACD signal line crossover, I can see there's 869 coins currently that have a bullish MACD signal. So are they all buy? Well, let's look at the trend. Even Bitcoin has had a nice upswing in the momentum, right? And in fact, we have a buy flag on MACD. But I'm telling you, these buy flags, when the primary trend is down, and I'm sorry to say, but Bitcoin is down. As you can see, our rating of short-term, medium, and long-term trend is solidly down. And so the buy flags or the momentum signal crossovers don't work so well on the downtrend. And it's simple. We shouldn't be buying upswings, potential upswing in momentum on a downtrend. Downtrend on trend in general, it overrides everything else. And so here, the MACD signal, MACD line has crossed over the MACD signal line. We see that in the buy flag, but I wouldn't be buying it here. I mean, in fact, Bitcoin is a bit in a range, right? If we once again add the candlestick bar charts, and in fact, something that we talk about in curated charts as well. In some of these cases, we have some curated charts, but here we discussed that Bitcoin is clearly trading in a sideways channel between 30 and 40,000. One could trade that channel and buy around 30,000 and sell it 40,000, but again, buying on the downtrend is risky. So I wouldn't be buying it here, just purely from a technical analysis. Fundamental analysts will have a different view. The Bitcoin maximalists will obviously be buying with all their might and leveraging up and taking up a mortgage and buying more. But as a technical analyst, just purely from a technical standpoint, Bitcoin is in a downtrend, and I would not be buying it here. And so what I would do with a lot of these that are in a downtrend, so let's find all of those that are in a downtrend. So we're doing the opposite of what we did earlier. Downtrending coins with a bullish MACD signal crossover. These will be all sell candidates. Let's take a look. So let's add our trend indicators. So let's find those that are in downtrend, medium trend, downtrend, and I'm even going to add, add filter, short term as well as say the down, okay? 621 coins that are in a downtrend across short, medium, and long term and have had a bullish MACD crossover. Now that may look tempting, right? You see coins that are up 4, 5, 10%. Hey, mofo kicks in. I should be participating, but be careful. this could be a bear trap. This market may not be at the bottom. And so what typically a trader would do with coins that are in a downtrend is use these kinds of rallies, market or downtrend market rallies to actually initiate short sell positions. And when we do that is, again, we use a MACD indicator or MACD histogram bars as the trigger for when to place the trades. So as you can see, most of these, all of these, have had just last couple of days a buy signal. Now normally this would be a great signal to get to buy it and be long, but not with a downtrending coin. In an uptrending market, yes. In a downtrending market, no. So here I would be patiently waiting for this little upswing in the market to run its course and lose the steam, fizzle out, and when we start seeing the histogram bars hitting an inflection, then potentially place a short sell order. So at this point, the market generally is in an upswing. So we don't see that many potential bearish inflections in the histogram. So we'd have to revisit that in a few days. When that happens, there might be a resumption in the downtrend and therefore potential short selling opportunities. Okay guys, I hope this session helped. Please don't hesitate to email us any questions at invest@altfins.com, and good luck everyone with trading. Cheers.